going to do a little bit of energy work, and then we're going to do some dream interpretation. So if you guys are just joining, you can get a ticket on my link tree. I'm only doing a few this evening, so get one while you can. If you've never watched me do Reiki before, mine is a little different than other people's. The beginning, you can do the hand positions with me, or you can just sit and enjoy. My only requirement is that you take a deep breath every time I move my hands. The reason I do this is because this is an ancient technique. 6 deep breaths in a row will help lower your heart rate, your blood pressure, get your heart rhythm back in line, help your anxiety, etc. That's why I do it. So, we ready? Yes? I have some interesting music for you guys this evening. I found something fantastic that may just rule my whole life from here on out. Yeah? Y'all ready? Yeah? Tell me that's not fantastic. All right. We ready? We're going to start off with a personal power move. If you guys have never seen this one, this is to help you focus your personal power. Deep breath. All right. Let's work on the root chakra. Yes? Let's get grounded. The answer is yes. Ready? Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Sacral chakra, yeah? Well, all right then. It's been that kind of day with the internet. Have y'all had issues with the internet today, too? All those solar flares, geomagnetic storms have caused some interesting shit. They've also caused a lot of really weird, interesting dreams. All right. Solar plexus. If your solar plexus is off, yes, this will make you nauseated. Just breathe. It's gonna be that kind of night. Gotta love it. Just as we're about to work on the heart, yeah? Well, the background music is actually Tibetan healing flute, and this is a 20-hour long YouTube. But apparently the internet is shit this evening. It is what it is. We're just gonna keep going. Ready? I love you right back, sweet pea. Right, ready? I want you guys to take a deep breath. I'm gonna count to 3. We're gonna let it out, okay? 1, 2, 3. Alright. We ready for the throat chakra? We're gonna do it just a little differently this evening, okay? I just want you to breathe. You don't have to do anything at all. Just breathe. Hey, Tony, sweetheart. How are you, honey? Okay. Third eye. We're going to work on one side and then the other, okay? Ready for the crown chakra? Yeah? Just breathe. We're going to do the left side, then the right. I'm not going to do it all at once like normal, okay? Just breathe. Okay. We're gonna work on the right side, then we're gonna work on the left side, okay? You guys are always safe with me. I am and always will be a safe place. And I want you guys to all remember, you are never, ever alone. I am always here for you. No matter how far away we are, no matter if we've never met in person or not, I will always be on your side. I will always be here. So I see a lot of you on TikTok saying that this is making you sleepy because this music increases serotonin in your system and it helps you release. There's a reason I chose it for today. Don't forget to drink your water. Just breathe. Nothing will scare the shit out of you like that, right? That just means my sugar hit 180. I'm sorry that woke you guys up. So, headaches, migraine, chronic pain affects your blood sugar, guys. Having chronic migraines affects it. All right. How about some manifestation work? Yes? So for those of you guys that are watching, everybody's manifesting something different for their life. Whether it's a new home, whether it's a job, whether it's a raise, whether it's just wandering around, whether it's having somebody in their path, whether it's having someone removed from their path. Sometimes it's just that your kids won't be dicks the next day. Whatever it is you're manifesting, I want you to assign it a number. I want it to be your lucky number, your favorite number, okay? And I want you to have it in the forefront of your mind. I want to see your number. I want to see it in the chat, okay? And if you feel like putting what you're manifesting, do that as well. And if you have no idea what to manifest, just ask the universe to bring you extra money. Don't give it a limit. And when the universe brings you that extra money, or gives you a calm day with your kids, or gives you a new job, make sure that you're thankful for that. Gonna go off every couple seconds for just a minute. Trust me, if it was bad, Sass would tell y'all. She would get on me. just want you to breathe for a minute. I just want you to listen to the flute. I just want you to listen to your own breathing. I want you to be in the moment right now. Every time you breathe, I want you to breathe out as much as you possibly can. All that stale air that's stuck in there. I want it gone. When you breathe in, I want you to feel all of that wonderful fresh air going in. Okay? And I want you to remember that you're never, ever alone. No matter what, you always have me. I'm always on your side. I'm always in your corner. You can't lose me. You're stuck with me. I love you. I love your soul. I love how fantastic your light is and how fantastic your ripples are. I see you. I see your ripples, even if you don't. Congratulations, everybody that's graduating. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Whether it's high school, whether it's college, I'm so proud of you. Even if it's just kindergarten. Sometimes just moving to the next grade is a massive undertaking. So congratulations to every one of you. I love that. For those of you guys that missed that, Alicia said she can't believe they've been watching me for 2 years, since Tony was 16. Tony, I'm so proud of you, sweetheart. Congratulations. I know your mom's proud of you too. Just breathe. Just breathe. I love you right there. That's it. Just breathe. That's all we're going to do for a minute. Just breathe. I know I keep telling you guys to just breathe. And I know every time I do a Reiki session, that's what we talk about. But when you focus on your breathing, and that's all you focus on, and you don't worry about anything else, it makes you be in the moment. Makes you be right there, nowhere else. The past will always be the past. You cannot change it. You cannot go back. The future will always be the future. The only moment that you'll ever technically have is this moment right now. And for those of you guys that are worried about the past, mistakes you might have made, things that might have happened, they have put you exactly where you are right now. Every single thing that's happened has made you who you are, good and bad, including my hair that sticks up. Every single thing has made you who you are. And you're absolutely perfect the way you are. Do you think every cherry blossom on the tree is perfect? No. They're still beautiful. Do you think every water lily is perfect? No. Even the most beautiful lotus grows from the nastiest mud. Loves, you're exactly perfect. And you always will be. And I'm sorry that anyone ever made you feel differently. Don't let their shitty version of the world make you feel shitty about yourself. guys just breathe. That's it. Thank you to all the new followers. Thank you to everybody who's here. And I just want to remind you again to just be in the moment. That's it. Just be in the moment. There are a little over 1,100 people watching on both of these and streaming live on YouTube and on TikTok. And I want you guys to think about something. You will never be in this place with this exact same number of people ever again. It's one moment, and that's it. So be in the moment and appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you. Auntie Christo, thank you for coming back again. Just love the trolls, guys. Trolls need love too. And hey, every troll comment pushes me up in the For You page, so I love you. Even when the music pauses, everything is as it's supposed to be. What's even funnier is on the screen, it's this whole circle of sharks. It's funny. You guys are more than welcome to go to sleep. I'm okay with that. I thought maybe if I paused it and restarted it, but nope. Maybe that's a sign that everybody should go ahead and go to sleep and get their rest. You gotta love the universe. Am I right? Am I right? Well, I've been going about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna turn that down slightly. Okay. The humor of the universe. Yep. Thank you for all the roses, y'all. You're so sweet. So, before I stop with this session, and before y'all make me cry with all the sweet comments, sass, assholes, we're gonna do this. Okay? So, I don't ever, ever, ever want you to forget that I'm always here. Never forget that. I don't ever want you to feel like you're alone. I don't ever want you to feel like you don't have anybody. Because you always have me. I see you. I see your ripples. I see how fantastic you are, even when you don't believe a word of it. I promise it will be okay. Seriously. Every single person here has been at the lowest part of their life at some point. Me included. Every single person has wondered what it would be like if they weren't here anymore. Me included. If you're in that spot and you're wondering what it would be like if you weren't here anymore, I just want to ask one favor of you. Just wait till tomorrow. Just wait. Just one more day. Can you do that? Just one more day. Okay? I know how hard it is to be in that spot. love your soul. I love your face. Just breathe. Just be right here, hanging out with us in this moment. Fuck the rest of the world. Just be here and hang out. And just wait one more day. Just one more. Okay? I see your ripples, even if you don't. I love you guys right back. See, you made me yawn. I love that. Someone posted the new suicide prevention number. It's 988. That's all you have to dial. Nothing else. 988. Okay? If you're ever at that low of a point, please, please, please reach out. Please reach out. Okay? You matter so much more than you'll ever realize. Okay? Yeah. I love you guys. I'm going to leave this playing while I do what I'm going to do. And I'll just talk nice and calm and quiet and sweet. So if you guys just want to stay and you just want to hang out, please do so. Okay? Thank you guys for all the new followers and all the subscribers. Ooh. Apparently I'm going to have all the yawns. So, if you go on YouTube, the music is Inner Healing Music, and it's Tibetan Healing Flute, Melatonin and Toxin Release. It is 20 hours long. Well, actually, it's longer than that. It's longer than that. It would be like 2 days long. It's like 2 days. Just saying. It's really long. Man, I haven't seen a thing come across for a solar flare in a little bit, but it must be really rough. Thank you for that, love. It is what it is. It's making me yawn too. Listen to that. I would love to be able just to get this to pull up. You guys were here for any length of time, whether it's in my energy work or anybody else's energy work. Water. Drink your water. I have a liquid IV in mine. Thank you guys for asking about Bear. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, the liquid IV doesn't have any sugar in it. All right. So I'm only going to do a few of these this evening. I'm reading through. So when I do dream interpretations, I need to know a little bit about what the dream is. So give me a second to read through these, and then we're going to talk about this. So I read through, I'm just going to give your first initial, okay? I'm not going to say your name, all right? So I read through Jay's bit about their dream. It's a continuous dream, changes a bit each time. Each time they're with a group of people they don't know, trying to get to a larger people that they don't know, a larger group, trying to get together to protect themselves. And at one point is a giant white bear who is helping us up a giant snowbank. So let's start with the bear. The bear signifies protection. It signifies nurturing. It signifies strength and a ferocity. A bear that is helping you in something, through something, is almost like a nurturing aspect with protection. You know nothing is getting through that bear to get you. The fact that it's white makes it a little different. In every single culture, a solid white animal is special. A solid white animal is revered. Thank you, love. With that animal being white, this tells me that this is something spiritual for you. This isn't something physical, emotional, etc. White animals of any type have a spiritual meaning to them. So the fact that you have a bear helping you get up something frozen, a snowbank, that tells me that you feel like there is a freeze on your spiritual path. I would say the bear, being a white bear, is probably a guide trying to help you through something. I have a feeling that this small group of people are do I need to add more? This small group of people are people in your tribe that I don't think you've come across yet. Even though you don't know who these people are, I have a feeling that they're headed towards you. They're coming down your pike, your path. Right now, here's what's really funny. A lot of people are having very similar dreams like this. They usually involve one group of people heading to another group of people, usually either in a building or somewhere. Everybody that's on a spiritual path right now has been trying to find their tribe. You've been losing a lot of people who weren't supposed to go on your path with you. I'll add a couple more tickets, Sass. Just from seeing the stream, seeing the bit that you've told me here, Jay, I would bet that you've had a lot of people fall off of your path. I would bet that you've had a lot of people exit your life. When we start to be on the path that we are aligned with, the path that we have to move forward, when we start to walk our own walk, people will get removed. Not everybody is meant to go with you on your whole path. In fact, nobody is meant to go with you the whole way. You have some people that are going to be on your path for a day. You have some people that may be on your path 60 years. But not everybody is meant to walk every single step with you. Even the ones that are meant to be with you 60, 70 years, they can't do everything with you. So you always are finding your tribe. You're finding your people. You're always trying to gather in more people. So, Jay, you have a spirit guide that is trying to get information to you that I don't know if they're not getting the information to you correctly, or maybe you're not recognizing it and this is their way of putting it where you're going to remember. This is something spiritual for you, trying to find those around you that are on your path, honey. Since you said that this is a continuous dream, pay attention to some of the other things that go along with this, okay? There are going to be things that stand out, such as the bear being white, such as it helping you get up a snowbank, and so on. Everything in here and all of the other things that happen in the continuing parts of the dream are probably going to be things that you're seeing on a daily basis out in the wild. Pay attention. Pay attention to the things that change. I would say you're looking for your tribe, sweet pea. I also wouldn't be surprised if you're drawn toward some type of healing, learning some type of healing. So, I am curious. I wish you would put it on here if you ever reach the larger group of people. I'd also be curious if the small group of people, if I know you said you don't know them, but in your dream, do you feel like you know them? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because a lot of times we'll have dreams about a group. We may not recognize the people, but we recognize them. They're part of our group. You know what I mean? I have questions, Jay. But honey, this is something spiritual. That's why you keep having this dream. I wouldn't be surprised to know that you don't really have anybody that you can talk spiritual things about. Spiritual things? Talk with about spiritual things? There we go. Words. Words. So, I'd also be curious to know how long you're having this dream. I may message you. I'll probably message you. So, if I do one of these for you, and I have questions, I'll message you, okay? I would like for this to work, please. So I was debating on what to do Wednesday night, and I told you guys I would do synesthesia art again. I may do it Wednesday evening, but I don't know what time yet. I saw somebody ask about it. I will be doing cord cuttings, but I will be doing them when I get back. So make sure that you guys are members of the site because you get first dibs on tickets. All right. Thank you, TikToker. All right, Elle, you ready? Okay. So I'm going to read what Elle put on here. I wanted to read over it first. And I'm going to read this to you guys. And then I'm going to tell you what this means overall. Because there's a very specific meaning here. I had a dream about being in this field that was full of tigers. They were enormous. We walked a little further and there was a page. There were all kinds of new tigers, small tigers on here. They didn't have the same patterns but had the same colors. Some were super tiny, the size of a mouse. There were some you could hold in your hand that would never get any bigger. There were some that were orange and black, and at the very tips it was white, looked like feathers. I just wanted to get them out of there. Tigers represent power. What this dream tells me about is that you've gained a lot of your own personal power. This is you walking in the field with the big tigers. You have gained your own personal power, which I don't think that this has been a thing you've had in your life for a while. I think you've been powerless for a while, and now that you own your own personal power, you're comfortable with it. But you see other people around you that you care about that do not have their own personal power. They aren't comfortable with it. And you know that you can't really ever give them personal powers. You know that you can't ever force them to grow. And it makes you really sad. You feel powerless to help those people because you can see that most of the problems they have are because of their own decisions. So let me say this. The tiger itself is a super, super powerful image. The fact that you're in a field full of them and they're enormous and you're comfortable there makes me very proud of you, because it tells me that you've come so much further than you even realize you have, Elle. As for the ones that are really tiny, that are on the page that you can't get out, those are some younger people. Those represent younger people that you have around you. You see how amazing they are, and you're worried about their path. You're worried about them going forward. The ones with feathers, I would say, are female. You just want to help the world and you don't know how to do that. The way that you can do that, the way that you can help these other tigers, is to continue walking in your own path with your own personal power. the more that they see that you are living your life how you're supposed to, how you want to, according to your own path, and that you're not apologizing, that you're not living under somebody else's rule, that you're not that you're no longer living for someone else. That will give them the personal power they need to move forward. Sometimes you don't have to pull anybody along with you. All you have to do is show them the steps to take and let them take those steps on their own. I'm really proud of you for walking in that field, because that's a lot of personal power to own. I think that's fantastic, Elle. I'm proud of you. Keep doing that. Keep walking with those big tigers. All the little tigers will escape when they can, I promise. Okay? But I want you to know this too. You can't save all of the tigers. You just can't. And I know that sucks, but that's just, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. All right, D, here we go. So, I hear carnival music. Then all you can see is one of those old-timey tops with the red, white, and blue spinning circles. As I focus in on the top, it feels harder to breathe. Sweet Pea, you are so overwhelmed. You feel like you are on a carnival ride and you can't get off. You feel like every time you try to focus on one thing, something crashes in. You feel like every time you try to focus on what you want to focus on, things crash in. So you're afraid to focus too hard because your anxiety gets the better of you. This is a trauma response. I wouldn't say quite PTSD, but this is a trauma response. It's from having the world crash down around you repeatedly. So, as a protection, your mind makes that anxiety pop up every time you try to focus on something particular. Every time you try to focus on something that you want to do. Every time you try to focus on the top not spinning anymore. It clicks that anxiety on. What I would recommend about this is a couple of things. There are some fantastic shadow work journals on Amazon. I would recommend getting one to help you work through some of this anxiety. Now, let me tell you guys this, because I know I have taught shadow work for a long time. And I know that there are people on all types of social media that push and push and push for you to do shadow work. What they don't tell you is that you cannot do shadow work all the time. When you first start doing shadow work, you have to take breaks. You have to take breaks. You will break yourself. Shadow work is a form of intense self-therapy. It is bringing the shadow aspects of yourself that you don't show readily to other people. It is bringing the traumas that you don't show to other people. It's bringing all of those things up to the forefront. You cannot do it all the time. You just can't. I would recommend getting one of those and starting to work through some of these things. The way I was taught to get past some traumas and things, especially fears, is to face them head on, is to, thank you, love, walk right into them, to do the thing. So if I'm scared of something, chances are I'm going to do it. I make myself breathe. I've learned a lot of breathing techniques. Breath work is an amazing thing, y'all. Breath work is an amazing thing. If you just signed up for a dream interpretation, I am doing these on YouTube as well, so you guys can watch them later. I will say that everybody's anxiety has been through the roof lately because there's so much going on in the world, and we're all kind of unsure of where things are going. So by allowing our anxiety to pop up, it's almost like a protective blanket. But this blanket is super weighted and weighs us down. We don't realize it. And I'll tell you guys this. Everybody has anxiety right now about the world. Okay? Everybody. Even the people that pretend like everything is hunky-dory. Every single human being has some form of anxiety about something. We just do. So, you're not alone. You're not alone in this at all. In any way. But I would recommend working through some shadow work. I'd recommend that first. And just know that it's tough. Shadow work is tough. If you guys ever want to find a therapist, if you're looking for a therapist, find one that knows what shadow work is, that works with shadows, works with shadow work. And here's the thing. Shadow work is not a spiritual thing. Shadow work is a psychological thing. It is a term and a way of a type of therapy that was founded by Carl Jung, Jung. It's not a spiritual thing. Okay? Just saying. All right. So I have a couple of people whose names start with T. So I'm going to say TS, okay? Thank you, love. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit and kind of paraphrase here. So TS has been dreaming about an interesting death theme where there are corpses laying around and people hugging the corpses. Dreamt about someone who passed away and told them that they were brokenhearted. And then a dream about the devil and the church, and said it was all very unsettling. So here's what I would say, TS. have a feeling you've had death touch your life more times than you would care to admit, especially in the last few years. There's always somebody that we lose that makes us start thinking about our own passing away. We start thinking about all of that. We start thinking about and researching about death. Little kids do it, adults do it. Having corpses laying around and people embracing them, people hugging them, tells me that you're probably extremely empathic and you feel all of the other people around you who miss people they have lost. I would be willing to bet that you have a problem going into anything or around anything where people have passed away, where people are grieving. I would bet you avoid hospitals, funeral homes, etc., like the plague. I would bet you even avoid things that are overly happy because they wear you out. I would bet you don't stay at weddings long. I would bet you don't stay at parties, graduations. I would bet you don't stay at those things very long because it's too much energy. So first of all, I would say that you need to start doing some meditations and some breath work to help you calm that part of your anxiety. When you're empathic and you don't know how to control it, it causes you to be anxious. You get anxious leaving your house. You get anxious being around people. You get anxious going to the grocery store. You get anxious going to work because you don't know how to protect yourself from everybody else's emotions. I'd be curious to know if this person who passed away was also very empathic. I would not be surprised to know that they always knew what other people were thinking or feeling. I would have to know more about the other dream. But even as unsettling as this is, I think that this is your subconscious trying to let you know that your gifts, your empathic abilities have been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And that with them getting stronger, you've got to start protecting yourself. I would advise looking up and researching. On YouTube, there are tons of great meditations and frequency work that are for people that are empathic, okay? Maybe it's about time for me to do another Empathic Survival 101. I haven't taught that class in a while. Might be a good time. So, that's what I would say, TS, honey. Work on protecting yourself and protecting your energy from other people around you. Okay? Alright, TM, you ready? So this is a reoccurring dream where TM finds themselves in a forest. It says there's a fire in the sky. Oh, in a clearing with a fire. The sky is clear and full of stars. They feel like someone's coming, but no one has shown up so far. They wander to the lake and watch the moon and the stars play on the water until they wake up. Sweet pea, this is pure and simple grief right here. This is your subconscious You've dealt with a lot of the grief with the physical aspect. You've dealt with a lot of it with the mental aspect. You've dealt with a lot of it with the permanence of it. But there is still a part of you that is dealing with it. And there is a part that you haven't, I'm going to say, addressed yet. Just because I kind of know you a little bit, and I know that you've lost a lot of people very close to you, I feel like this is completely understandable. Completely understandable. The night itself being full of stars, having the moon, etc. There's no storm. There's no storm clouds. It's just calm. So, what I would say is that you're on a wonderful healing path, and I think you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. Grief is not ever something that's easy. It's not. I would not be surprised if this dream kind of fades a little bit and then comes back in a couple of years or whatever. But this is grief. This is you dealing with that grief. I would be curious to know how you feel when you wake up, when you feel like someone else is supposed to be coming, but no one has gotten there so far. I would also say that this is you opening up and reaching out for someone that is gone to come and speak to you. So here's the other thing I would recommend. Before you go to sleep, I would specifically talk to that person. Just talk out loud. Let them know that, you'll be by the lake waiting for them. Make sure you put very clear parameters on it, though, that you will only speak to that person, that you won't entertain anybody not in your highest good, etc. Put very, very clear parameters on it. But I have a feeling that you're protecting yourself enough that the person you're wanting to hear from isn't showing up because they can't. So open up just a little bit. Know that this is grief, and know that this is your way of reaching out to those people that you've lost. Okay? Does that help? All right. C. So, C says, before this dream the other night, I was at my dad's and I kept staring at a deer head on his wall. I couldn't stop staring at it. That night I had a dream about an all-white deer, but it was shiny white, like sparkling, and the background of the dream was pitch black. First, me being a Harry Potter fan, all I can say is that's your Patronum. Second, deers represent peace. Deers represent inner calm. They represent kind of the king of the forest. The deer is a symbol of Buddhism, of calm, of happiness, of inner peace again. The fact that this one isn't a normal deer, the fact that this one is shiny white. As I mentioned before, all white animals have a very special spiritual meaning. But the fact that this one is sparkling, I would say that this is, in a way, a spirit animal, a totem that's making itself known. It's trying to help guide you through a part of your life that you feel like is pitch black. that you feel like you have no light to find your way through, like you're lost in this aspect. Now, this could be your path. This could be you moving forward. This could be school. It could be a relationship. Well, I thought it was going to yawn, but it didn't happen. Look at this like your patronum, literally. This is you being guided through. I would not be surprised to know that you've had a lot of other deer symbolism popping up everywhere. A lot of times when we have a guide, when we have a totem, when we have, an animal spirit trying to help us, trying to guide us, trying to show us a path, they like to overwhelm. They like to overwhelm. Instead of just seeing like one, it's like 50. They like to make themselves known. So, sweetie, I would say that this is a guide trying to help you through a part of your life that you feel like you need. You know how you see in the movies and stuff like that where somebody will be like in the middle of a pitch black room, right? There's no way out. They don't know which way to go because it's black. And then suddenly there's a light right around them or in the way they need to go. That's what this is. It's trying to guide you, trying to show you which way you should go. So pay attention to deer that are popping up for you in your daily life, okay? Now, when I say pay attention to when animals start to pop up, when numbers start to pop up, this isn't just, oh, I saw a deer on the side of the road, because I live in the country. You're going to see deer. You live in the country. This is in weird random places where you shouldn't see a deer. On the back of a city bus. Somebody's tattoo in the middle of a city. Things like that, okay? These are ones that stand out. You guys ever saw The Matrix and he says, follow the white rabbit, and then the people come to Neo's door and she has a white rabbit tattoo and he decides to go? That kind of thing, okay? That kind of, hey, look at me. So I'd pay attention to deer that pop up from now on, see? And know that this is someone trying to help you on this path, okay? Like I said, they're going to bombard you now that you know it's a thing. And you're probably going to look back and go, oh my God, there's deer all over this and this and this and this and this. All right. DJ. All right. So DJ has a dream at some property their family has owned forever, meeting two men that they've never met before and have specific names. They both want to spend a lot of time, give attention, said it's exciting and overwhelming at the same time. Ever since that dream, I felt like I have to remember the names. So my question would be this, if you've researched those names, because they sound like old school biblical names to me. So I'd be interested if you've researched them. Anytime you get a name in a dream, it's important. If you guys have someone or something tell you a name in your dream, write it down immediately. As soon as you wake up. Voice text it to yourself, whatever you need to do. It's important. If you got a name, it's important. The fact that you got two names and that you remembered both of them, I will say that a lot of times when we start to, thank you, sweet pea, when we start to walk a very spiritual existence, no matter what it is you believe in, whether it's Christianity, whether it's witchcraft, whether it's anything in between or beyond, you open yourself up to that spiritual path. You open yourself up spiritually, period. So guides are going to come out. Chances are these guides are ones that have been around since you were a kid. I love that this is that property your family has owned forever. And I would be curious to know if you had invisible friends as a kid. If you saw people or things out of the corner of your eye at this property. Being that this, because I know you and I know that, and I assume that this is here in Oklahoma, there's a lot. People don't realize how much has happened here. There's a lot everywhere. But here, there were people that were moved here, that were forced here, that didn't want to come here. There was land that was given and taken. There's been a lot of tragedies here. There's a lot of sacred sites here. So I wouldn't be surprised if, as a kid, you saw these two beings. You saw these two men out there. Not physically, like you'd see your parents, but you've seen them. You know the energy. I also wouldn't be surprised if one of them was probably an ancestor, because even though the names sound old school biblical, one name is very different than the other. I also know that you've been on your spiritual path for a few years, that you've really, really gotten in touch with your gifts, with your talents, etc. So I love the fact that they wanted to spend time with you, and I'm curious if they just wanted to talk or if they wanted to show you things either on that land or whatever. If they wanted to show you things on that land, I would go out there and look. I would go out there and look. Or just go stand in that spot. You know what I mean? Because chances are there's something you need to look at. Thank you, Sunflower. So yeah. Go spend some time out there if you can. Okay? That's what I would say. I would go spend some time out there. Because I have a feeling that the answer you're looking for there in this dream is there. Okay? Yeah, I would definitely say to go spend some time on that land. Go spend time on that land. It's okay, guys. Just love the trolls. Yep. Send the trolls all the love. You know, sometimes I do wish I was a dude because I would totally have the little villain stash. I'm not gonna lie. There's a girl I follow on TikTok who has her septum pierced and she has a mustache, a metal mustache that she wears. I'm not gonna lie. I think I need one. I think I need one. A blue one. I think I need a blue one. Yeah. I mean, just saying. In case you guys didn't know, I'll say this while I'm on YouTube as well, because I know that happens on YouTube too, but it happens on TikTok. There's a lot of accounts that that's all they do is troll. They go in and they say the same thing. They'll go in and say, fix your lashes to literally everybody. They just scroll through and fix your lashes, fix your lashes. Or, something like that. They just go through and say that. I just laugh when it happens. I just laugh. You know, it is what it is. Do I plan on doing this again soon? I may start doing it like once a month. I need to start planning some stuff out. Oh, thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. I need to start planning some stuff out now that I kind of know what my travel season is going to be. That way you guys know when and where. If you need a dream interpretation, it's always, this time of the month or whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, it's part of the nature of TikTok. I will say, this music is putting me to sleep. I will say that there are some trolls that are fantastic with their trolling, and then there are some that I'm like, baby, come back later. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. That's right. There's only one Feel Real. I love you guys. Y'all are so funny. Well, let me go ahead and end YouTube over here. You guys on YouTube, go get some sleep, and I will see you guys. See you tomorrow.